Oh, this is a video to talk about the question, why is nobody wholesome anymore? So essentially, I sort of covered this in my last video, but despite the fact I say I'm alright, just recently I decided to say that. I'm not a white nationalist, by the way, just to clear that up. But this is a completely unique thing since I'm like a Republican and or a Muslim. So, why is nobody wholesome anymore? Well, there's multiple reasons. I'm certain that you could write probably a whole book on this topic alone. Why is nobody wholesome? Because essentially people have just succumbed themselves to evil, and they're not very smart. That's the second part. People aren't very smart, so they succumb themselves to evil. They become evil. I mean, that's essentially the way I see it. I've met so many bad people in my life. I'm like, where are all the good people? That's a fucking question right there. Where are they? I mean, people are just like nobody wants to do the right thing. Nobody has any idea of what the right thing even is. Only I know apparently. I mean, like you have to understand. Let's say the liberal mindset. These people assume they're being empathetic when they're really being extremely dangerous with the words that they say, the rhetoric they are producing, and also the violence they commit. I mean, that's just dangerous. Obviously. Republican people, Republican men or women, usually also follow Christianic principles, so they're more realistic. They make more sense. They make more sense. I mean, what if you just want to have healthy hobbies? You want to enjoy yourself, you want to have healthy hobbies, you want to be in a relationship. No, I'm personally isolating myself for the rest of my life. But what if you just want to be in a relationship? What if you just want to have a girlfriend? What if it's not about fucking a woman, impregnating her, and then leaving her? What if you just want to have a girlfriend? You know what I mean? Plus, I consider myself to be a female, so my mindset is a bit different. But people call me crazy for this. Sorry. But I'm unapologetically myself. You know what I mean? Personally, I believe when I have so many things that I want to do, I'll never be able to do them if I'm married to someone. I'll just never have the time. But it's also like I'm just not really doing anything because I smoke cigarettes all day. My life is like a perpetual addiction to cigarettes and coffee. I drink like 20 cups of instant coffee a day and 20 cigarettes a day. So for one cigarette, I drink 1 cup of instant coffee. About a mug size of instant coffee. It's an addiction. Also, I'll state that I have a problem where I think that sex is evil and it feels gross. It feels like you're taking a shit. But I get those frustrations, so you know what, once a day. But I don't really like doing that because it feels like I'm taking a shit, and then I have panic attacks every single day because of it. So that's deeply didn't really want to talk about that on my channel, but I did. I don't know, man. I just feel like nobody's wholesome anymore. I mean, personally, yes, things get very serious. I know things get very serious. But that doesn't mean you have to be violent. That doesn't mean you have to do the wrong thing because something got serious. Oh no. You know what I mean? Like I said, being a man is about being able to stomach the hard things, not committing a crime because you can't stomach it. If you can stomach something hard and swallow your fucking pride, then you won't commit a crime. I have face tattoos. It's my duty to understand the truth. Or, I mean, not just face tattoos. I have 31 tattoos. I mean, essentially, I've just been rejected by society. And women see me as a man, of course, and they're very attracted to me, but I don't want to be with anyone since I believe I'm already married to someone. And my whole personal philosophy is something only I understand. So if people just don't know how to behave themselves because they didn't pass preschool, then what am I supposed to say? Grow up. People have to grow up. I'm not necessarily speaking about anybody in particular, but I've seen such poor behavior from human beings. Because I'm not a human being, I had to think about it. What's going on in the United States? Everybody has a low IQ because they failed at high school, and then they just never even bothered for the rest of their lives to improve themselves. So they have bad behavior and commit crimes. I mean, is that the logic here with how people behave? They're too stupid to know any better, and we just have to apologize for them like they're fucking children? Obviously, an Islamist shouldn't commit a fucking terrorist attack. You know what I mean? And that's coming from a Muslim. So this is a very brutal video. Thank you for listening.